Всем привет! Вы на канале Russian Gamer, с вами я, Став, и мы продолжаем прохождение игры Noire. Всем приятного просмотра. Эта глава называется «Подстава».
You like the fight game, Phelps?
I did a little boxing in the Marines. I found it a pretty humbling experience.
Fix you a sandwich, buddy? Corned beef and egg salad, 12 cents. Bologna and ham and cheese, 10.
It's strictly a mug's game. You'll like this fight, though. A plucky limey's about to take a beating from an up-and-coming Negro.
You sound pretty sure about the result.
I ought to be. I got 50 bucks on the black kid. Let's get a ringside seat.
Стул пролетел жестко.
That son of a bitch Hammond made a run for his dressing room. Let's find out what's going on.
God damn you, Albert! You get out here right now!
Step back! LAPD! What's going on?
That son of a bitch Hammond has jammed the door.
And who are you?
Carlo Arcaro, I'm his manager.
I'm his trainer.
Interesting attitude to have towards a victorious athlete.
Victorious? We had an arrangement. We had a goddamn arrangement!
That limey bastard was paid to take a nap. He reneged.
And you're out of pocket?
Damn right. Me and a couple hundred other people.
Stand aside.
He squeezed out the window. I'll put an APB out on him.
Why would we do that? He won the fight fair and square.
To prevent him from getting clipped. He was paid to flop. There was big money riding on this
So are we
fight.
here because you lost money, or because we're investigating a prize-fighting racket?
Very funny. Look around and see what you can find. Which is Hammond's locker?
Over by the pinboard, second from the end.
There's a phone number we can run by R&I, plus a bunch of names and odds. You're not the only one who likes a flutter, Roy.
Вот я лейкопластырь, походу, чтобы руки перебинтовывать. Ну, как боксеры делают, чтобы пот впитывался в руки, а не в перчатки. Так, пойдем дальше. Что тут у нас мелькнуло? Вот это. Где одна всякая перчатка.
Not everything here is going to be relevant.
Сортиры точно не имеют отношения к делу. Душ тоже, наверное, не имеет отношения. Так. Газетку чуть позже осмотрим. Еще одна перчатка.
It would take a smarter man than me to connect that.
Давайте посмотрим газету. Ну что ж, смотрим видеоролик.
You look troubled.
I'm in a jam, Doctor.
Can I help, Courtney? Is it money?
No, Doctor. That's okay. Do I have your professional confidence?
Whatever you say will never leave this room.
I talked some of the guys in my old unit into doing something, and it's gone wrong. I guess I did it for the wrong reasons, for short-term gain. We came home from China on the Cool Ridge.
The morphine robbery.
That was us. I thought I could get the guys a fair share. Some sort of benefit for the sacrifices that they made in the war. Those guys deserve it, Doctor.
Oh, I'm sure they do, Courtney. But the deserving aren't always rewarded.
Tell me about it, Doc. We shifted our stuff onto this mob-connected guy, and it's been turning up all over town. It wasn't meant to be like this.
The presumption was rather naive, Courtney.
I know that now, Doctor. But people are dying.
Might I venture a few questions?
Sure.
Do your underworld contacts have all the morphine?
No, they don't. We doled it out, hoping we could control it.
Are they pressing you for further allocation?
That's the polite way of putting it, Doctor.
I may be able to help you, Courtney.
Thanks, Doc. It helps just to talk about it.
I mean, I have a solution that will help you financially and salve your conscience.
I'm all ears, Doctor.
I will transact to take all the narcotic off your hands. You can rest assured that it will all be medically administered. I will use the funds that I no longer require for the purchase of medication and invest them in housing developments.
Housing?
The developments in question are housing projects for former servicemen. Your return will come from the sale of the properties, and your investment will benefit those that you care for most. Does this arrangement meet with your approval?
You're a magician, Doctor.
Интересно. Что ж, положим газетку. Да, где-то здесь был телефон. Телефон.
You better find that cocksucker and you bring him to me.
I feel bad too, Mickey. He guaranteed me he would take the flop.
I guarantee that you will be fish food if you don't bring me... Roy, you out of pocket too?
Mickey? Seems that way.
Don't worry about it. My boys are out looking for him.
Well, you'd better call them off. This is a police matter now. If anything happens to Hammond, I'll testify that you made threats against him.
Who's the Greyhound? He's a frisky one, isn't he?
Cole Phelps? Mickey Cohen.
I know who he is, Roy. I, met his brother-in-law.
I think you had the mixture pretty scared back there.
А, вот телефон вижу. Прошу прощения. Болею немножко.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address for the following phone number. AL345.
The address for the phone number is the Hotel El Mar, 6294 Leland Way, Hollywood.
Thank you.
You know the place?
Ну что ж,
Flop
погнали.
house. Quarter a night, no questions asked.
Где наша машина? Вот. Наш кабриолет. Да, в отель погнали. Мы едем в Голливуд, ура!
You seem to have a pretty cozy relationship with...
Ой,
Son of a bitch!
на радостях аж в аварию попал.
Do I note a hint of reprimand in your tone, detective? Talking to gangsters comes with the turf. You should try out Mickey's place. He's got a haberdasher's up on Sunset. See if he can get you out of those old man's clothes that you slink around in.
Сдает, блин,
It's a front for his illegal activities.
опасный
It
парень.
is that, but he does carry some very sharp suits.
Вот люди едут, а он прямо на перекрестке задом сдает. Вот что это за бред?
Yeah, what do you want?
LAPD. We're making inquiries into the whereabouts of an Albert Hammond.
No one here by that name.
You sure?
Sure, I'm sure. This isn't the sort of place where people use their real names. Take a look at the register if you don't believe me.
Son, you're a couple of slates short of a full read. See him? He saw his picture in the paper.
Так,
Looked at a case. The lady that was cut up like medallion.
так, кого бы нам надо найти-то?
Okay, so look for prominent Tommies. That should narrow it down.
Is somebody gonna tell us what the hell's going on?
Стоп. Что-то я не воткнул, что делать-то? Осмотреть отель. Очень обоснованно.
Watch it. Well, you don't see that every day. God damn!
Winston Churchill. A very patriotic Englishman is staying in room 207.
The old bulldog. Even at a flop house, Adley can't get out from his shadow.
Комната 207. Ну, пошли в 207. Если тут все просто, значит на втором этаже 207 комната. Вот она, здесь.
Door's unlocked. Looks like he's had a broad up here.
Так.
What the hell?
He must be heading home. You know, I hope he makes it.
That crooked son of a bitch? No chance.
Обрывок давайте посмотрим.
I guess a fighter has plenty of time on his hands between bouts. Does Albert have somebody special? I didn't see anyone in his corner at the fight.
Так. Это у нас что?
Instaheat. Adrian Black's product of choice. Seems like a lifetime ago.
Да, помню вот этот водонагреватель. В самом начале игры был.
Candy has expensive taste.
Candy.
Albert has his work cut out for him.
Who's Candy?
Плохо.
Candy Edwards, the lady who filled out this coupon. Gives us an angle if he has a real love interest.
All right, let's go after his girl. See if that
Тем
gets
более
us
она
any
еще
closer.
походу курит. Не люблю таких девушек.
Looks like Albert has been doing some homework. 11 grand would be a nice little nest egg.
Так. Что еще тут интересного мы можем найти?
No good to me.
Хапа. Если кто не знает, ее боксеры зажимают между зубами, чтобы зубы не выбили. Все? Или нет? Не
It's
всё.
still warm.
Тик. Ну, осмотрели дом. Наверное, что больше зацепок тут нет. Если ты чего-то не нашел. Встал у шкафа. Может, мне в шкаф заглянуть надо.
Another window exit. Must have just missed him.
Так. Больше ничего интересного я тут не вижу. Все осмотрели мы здесь, пошли отсюда.
Well, you don't see that every day. God damn! That's that guy from the papers. Solved that big case. Son, you're a couple of slates short of a full read. Is somebody gonna tell us what the hell's going on? Watch it.
А еще я неаккуратный водитель.
So, you boxed in the Marines?
We all did. Standard training.
I can't imagine you ever played dirty.
The only prize for taking a fall was 1,000 push-ups.
Да. Сложные дела в отделе нравов. Когда ничего не известно. Блин, ну чё ж такое? Чё с FPS-то проседает? А, вот все вроде.
We need to know which room is Candy's.
Can I help you,
Five-star
gentlemen?
goddamn wedding.
LAPD, ma'am. We're looking for Candy Edwards.
Apartment 7. You take the outside stairs by the parking lot and turn left at the top. You friends of the Italian guy?
Italian guy?
Yeah. Sleazy type? Gave his name as Carlo. I didn't like the look of him, but Candy has some funny friends.
Thanks.
This Candy broad must be as sweet as she sounds. All these gentlemen callers.
The only reason some people get lost
Прикольно цветы трясутся. если их задеть. А если эти задеть, тоже прикольно. Не замечал как раньше.
Sounds like we're missing all the fun. Get in there,
You know
Phelps.
where he's hiding. Now tell me where he is before I cut you.
I told you I haven't.
Оба-на.
Like hitting women.
Девушек бьешь?
This isn't gonna end well for you, friend.
Вырубили парня.
Out cold,
Да
but
не,
breathing.
зачем?
Give her a
Давай,
minute. Take a look
обыщем
around.
его. Оба-на.
Nasty weapon.
All the Italians carry them. A real man uses his fists or a gun.
Пацанчик. Опасный ты типок. А, в этом карманчике что у нас? Записная книжечка.
Carlo here seems to have the same friends as Hammond. What are the odds on them all being bookmakers?
Документы, париж, у тебя имеются? Давайте смотрим женщину. Так, она куда-то
She's
собиралась.
leaving town.
Интересно.
Seems irrelevant.
Ну да, маникюрный набор, помада, лак. Это не имеет отношения к делу. Тут у нас что? Какие-то квитанции, что это? Ага.
Single ticket, one way. Guess
Билет.
there isn't a lot for Albert in Ohio.
Да, ага. Интересно, а это что?
Scania sails from New York. Take a seat, Miss Edwards. We have some questions for you to answer.
Look, I haven't done anything wrong.
Ever? I find that pretty hard to believe.
Can you answer some questions now, Miss Edwards?
Sure, I've had worse. I'll shake it off.
Так, местонахождение Хэммонда.
We're trying to track down Albert Hammond. We have reason to believe he might be in danger. Do you know where he is?
No, I don't. I'm over Albert. I haven't seen him.
Ой, что ты укрываешь? Ну зачем врать? Вот я не понимаю, зачем они врут? Им что, правду, что ли, не сказать?
Save it for the suckers, Candy. Albert won big. He may not have told you, but you don't strike me as the type who leaves town when there's money to be had.
Call me anything you like, Flatfoot. I'm done with this burg and all the cheap chiselers who live here.
Офигеть, она меня мусорком назвала.
Do the names Harry, Mervyn, or Ray mean anything to you?
Could be anybody. How the hell would I know?
Блин, а опять глазками стреляет, блин. Туда-сюда, туда-сюда, туда-сюда. Блин, бесит.
Give up these men, Miss Edwards, and we'll think about letting these charges against you slide.
What? Charges against me? All I did was try and look out for Albert. Now he skips out and I have to take beatings for him as well?
А, собираются уехать из города. Куда ты
You're leaving town, Miss Edwards?
Yes, I'm going straight home.
Ну что-то как-то резко. А что тогда этот мужик к тебе пришел, раз ты тупо едешь домой?
Albert is going home by boat as soon as he collects his winnings. I know you're going to meet him.
Albert is going to collect nothing. He'll be lucky if he can get out of town in one piece.
How will you fare any better? They already believe you're in on it.
Hell, I know you're in on it.
You can think what you want, Buster. I'll take my chances. I got a few errands to run and then I say adios to this dump.
Well, get out of your way, Candy. We know you're a busy lady.
Like I said, I've done nothing wrong.
The LAPD expects a little more cooperation. You'd better watch your back, sister. Get out, Carlo, you hump. And get rid of that pig sticker. You ever pull that thing on me, I'll shoot you like a dog.
That bitch knows where Hammond is. She knows where my money's gone.
My money too, tough guy. I'll handle this.
Да, вся грязня из каких-то денег.
Bad people are looking to hurt Candy, and yet she's not heading straight for the train station? I smell a payoff. I say stake her out. See where she goes.
Деньги портят хороших людей.
Tail this broad. Don't let her get away, but don't get spotted. I'll bring up the car behind you.
Крышу нашего кабриолета подняли.
You're a couple of shingles short of a full roof.
Ой-ой-ой.
Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
Немного поддадим газку.
Get the facts first. You can distort them later.
Нигеры не дадут мне посидеть. Блин, что-то я как-то это тупанул тут жестко. Запалило. Двигаемся аккуратненько. Смотрим на витрину.
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Ой-ой-ой, ща упущу, ща упущу.
Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
Да, что ты делаешь? За машиной пройдем. Вообще беспалевный. Просто палево 0. Близко совсем не подходить. Да она идет.
Bookmakers? Yes. Surprise, surprise.
That's the guy from the paper.
A blonde woman just came in here.
She went out the back way. Said she was being watched.
How much did she collect?
$3,600. She cleaned me out.
On the Hammond Kid Galahad fight?
You got it. I'm not complaining. We all made a lot of money on that one. Huge plunge on Galahad, and then Hammond knocks the bum out.
So she collected the money and went out through the back door?
Nope. She made a phone call over there, wrote something on a notepad, and then left.
What are you doing? An old intelligence trick from the Marines. We know where she's headed. Let's get moving.
Интересно. Крышу поднял, чтобы не спалили. Похоже на...
Car 11K, 11 King. Further to your request, Bunko Fraud has 3 known bookmakers operating out of storefronts in the Hollywood area. Thrifty Liquor, 6106 Santa Monica, the Examiner Drugstore, and a Max Spirits at 1658 North Cherokee. KGPL clear.
Машина похожа на Джефферсон из «Мафии 2».
And Candy is picking up the winnings. Smart play.
Ну, для тех, кто
Question
не
is,
играл в «Мафию»,
is Candy
мало о чем
collecting on Albert's
говорит.
behalf, or is she cheating him too?
Но на нашем канале будет прохождение «Мафии 2». Это я вам говорю. Что в скором времени, где-то может через недели 2-3, «Мафия 2» начнет появляться на нашем канале. еще одна контора.
Would you recommend a special?
Detectives Phelps and Earl, LAPD. Relax, Cole. You just have a blonde in here, Mervyn?
Sure did. I'm just about to close up. She took me to the cleaners. 4,000 clams and change.
How long ago did she leave?
Maybe 5 minutes. Called a cab. Asked for a number. I told her there was a card over there by the phone.
Yellow cab. We need to get after her, fast.
Желтое такси. А какое такси еще может быть? Вот.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Can you connect me to the Yellow Cab Company? Hollywood 2187, please. This is Detective Phelps, LAPD. You dispatched a cab to 1487 Ivar Avenue, Hollywood?
Yes, sir. Send one round from the pool.
Do you have the number of that cab?
Number 179.
Thanks.
We're done playing around. Get Mervyn to give us an address on Ray's place.
Где тачка? С другой стороны.
You read about the Tarleton case in the paper?
Ну, Рой, ты чё там тормозишь?
Poor kid, losing everything.
Стоп. Задача. Найти желтое такси. А это что? Это же не аптека, это же букмекерская контора. Давайте осмотрим еще на всякий случай. Давайте поговорим с ним.
You have any idea who Ray is?
Sugar Ray?
Not now, Mervyn. Cole doesn't have much of a sense of humor at the best of times.
Ray runs a shop up on North Cherokee Avenue, just south of Hollywood Boulevard.
Отлично. Так, узнали. Теперь садимся в машину. Выбираем место назначения. Все, бери, погнали.
This broad's planning on cleaning out every bookmaker in town.
Hammond needed to make sure he was getting a bigger payday than if he'd taken the flop.
Never trust the limeys, especially where a fight's concerned.
Они
A
чё,
mistake we
умно
can't seem to stop making.
в разных букмекерских конторах поставить крупную сумму на победителя и просто все букмекерские конторки так обчистить. Неплохо. А, она азартная женщина, скажем так.
Thank God we're not in my car.
Да не ссы, все нормально. Все с той тачкой в порядке будет. А вот и такси.
That's the cab waiting up ahead. She's not in the car. Don't get too close.
She must be inside.
Ага. Это она выходит, и сейчас за таксишкой придется следить так неприметно на красной машине. Зашибись, вообще неприметная тачка.
Easy, Cole. Better back it off.
Да, изи, я согласен, что изи.
How many stops is she gonna make?
Can you quit driving like a jackass already? Damn it, we got ping. He's off, quick.
You're a reckless, bad person.
Watch out for the pedestrians!
That bitch has given me what I'm owed. That's all I know.
Careful, we'll get spotted at this distance. Pull over. She's heading inside. I think I just saw Hammond. I'll tail him. You get in there and stay with Candy. Make sure you don't let her see you.
Everything is fine. Now, if you lend someone $20 and never see that person again, hell, it was worth it.
Блин.
Pull over. She's heading inside. I think I just saw Hammond. I'll tail him. You get in there and stay with Candy. Make sure you don't let her see you.
Olive oil comes from olives. Where does baby oil come from? Wow, that looks like a beauty. Son, you're a couple of slates. That's that doc in the paper. Job that you think?
Roy! Call an ambulance.
Hammond got away.
He said...
Just try and sit still, Candy. Who shot you? Was it Albert?
Car.
They're on the way. I have a patrolman searching the depot. The chief's putting together a manhunt for Hammond. He got the money, right?
Looks like it.
A tough bird, our limey friend. Using his girlfriend as the bag woman and then getting greedy over the split. He won't make it out of town.
That's how you see it?
I told you that cocksucker was a crook.
Пистолет. Че, ни серийного номера, ничего на нем нет? Да не поверю.
.32 caliber. One shot fired.
Но патрона не хватает. Пошел в ней. Патрон. А, ну помните, там было еще
The Egyptian
обрывок.
theater.
Контроль.
So, what now?
The theater, I guess. We don't have much else to go on.
Да. Ладно, пошли. А, кстати, на автобусе покататься можно? Не, нельзя. Жаль. Ладно, пошли к нашей машинке. Что у нас вообще в задачах написано? Посмотреть египетский театр. Поехали в египетский театр. Так, где машина?
I know that face. That's the guy that busted all those Negro drug snitchers last week.
Уже крышу успел опустить когда-то.
Poor girl. She didn't deserve that.
Poor girl. Half the precinct aren't taking a vacation this
вот
year
он
because of
совсем
her.
близко.
You need to leave town a lot quicker than that if you decide to screw over Mickey C.
This seems like a long shot. Aren't they all?
Car 11K, Car 11 King, come in.
Car 11 King.
Message from the coroner. The cause of death was a knife wound. Repeat, a knife wound. Revolver appears to have belonged to the victim.
Son of a
KGB all clear.
bitch.
He stabbed her.
I thought you said real men use their fists, not guns.
That guinea cocksucker. You think he got the money too?
Come on, Roy. We're bringing this whole tragedy to its conclusion.
Давай положим конец. Через какую дверь пойдем? Право, лево, пошли через право.
Why'd you kill her, Carlo? Your gripe was with me. She was collecting the money for you. Mickey made it clear it was either me or you, and I intend to keep on living. She stole those betting slips. She was running out on me.
And you were gonna let her?
No, I let her collect. I set her up, just like she set me up. Just like my manager set me up. Everyone wanted me to take a dive. Everyone wanted me to take the short money. It's for the best kid.
You were washed up, kid! You couldn't climb, and you were too brave to sink. You were going nowhere!
Maybe, but I had heart. I was a Royal Marine, Carlo. If I lost a fight, it wasn't for lack of trying, and it wasn't for lack of courage. I didn't have much, but I had that.
I did it for you, and that's how you repay me!
You did it for yourself. So did little boy. You did it to make a quick buck, and Candy did it to make her dream come true.
Blah, blah, blah. I've got the money. All I need to do is get rid of you. It's gonna be a shame, kid, but that's business.
Так, у тебя в барабане 2 патрона осталось. По сути.
We've heard enough, Arcaro. Put down your weapon.
You're making a big mistake,
Нифига. Как он так стреляет-то?
You're clear, go!
Там еще.
Stay down!
Come on, Cole. Carlo's a dead man. And two when we find him.
Откуда? Откуда, братан? Не вижу. Где он стреляет?
Kill a cop, and it's the electric chair.
Where are you? You limey cocksucker.
Да блин! Вот это неудачно, я залетел как-то. Неудобно, когда темнота, нифига не видно. Но больше экшена при этом.
We've heard enough, Arcaro. Put down your weapon.
You're making a big mistake, Arcaro.
Come on, Cole. I was a dead man. Hammond 2 and a fine.
Наверху еще. Стрелок.
Where are you? You limey cocksucker.
Не готов? В смысле не готов? А, он передвигается.
Put the weapon down now.
It's time to come out now, Hammond. Put the gun down, Roy.
That son of a bitch owes me a lot of money.
Catch. Escania sails from New York, Hammond. Be on the next train and don't ever come back.
Why?
Because I was a Marine and I once lacked courage. Everyone deserves a second chance. Now beat it.
Fuck you! That English prick is getting away with my money, Phelps!
I'm hearing rumors of a fight that was fixed, of gangsters looking to get square, that LAPD cops might be involved. Either of you two sons of bitches know anything about that?
No, sir.
So, the dead wop who turned up in this theater, who used to be a boxing manager, who murdered Candy Edwards, has nothing to do with the fix?
Absolutely not.
Earl, you're doing venereal disease citations until you can learn to stop lying to me. Phelps, got anything to add?
No, sir.
Get your uniform from your locker. You're back on the street.
Упс. Улики 1 из 11, вопросов 1 из 3. Автомобиль нанесен ущерб порядка $1000. Пешеходом 0, город 0. Одна звезда, блин. Блин. Плохо. Ну что ж, увидимся в следующей серии. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Подписывайтесь на канал, ставьте лайки. Всем пока.